Hello and greetings this morning. I'm kind of extremely exhausted. I didn't get much sleep last night, but although I am exhausted, I'm about to do maybe two story times in one. This will be like a part two to a story time that I did probably months ago. I probably did the story time months ago, like probably in August or September, and it was called Men in My Life Who Have Used Me to Put a Roof Over Their Head because they just wanted somewhere to stay. All the love bombing and all the kissing up to me and all that guys would do to try to get their way. I've been through it. One dude in particular who I would sometimes let him come to my house and spend the night. We were supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but that was not no boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. It just wasn't. Then this dude wanted to sit up here and go talk to the leasing office people, the landlord, and got him an apartment. Got his own apartment because I guess he wanted to have somewhere where he could be inviting females to his house. And even though he know he was in a relationship with me, supposedly, and I keep on saying relationship, that was not a relationship that I had with this person. He and I used to mess with each other, just to put it like that. He lived, when I first met him, when I first moved to my transfer apartment, after my siblings moved out of the first apartment with me in the same apartment complex, um, I'm gonna say he was living with his sister. His sister forever remained staying next door to me, even after me and him stopped messing around with each other. But that person is the same dude who I said years ago he broke in my house, and as soon as I had left and took my daughter, I walking my daughter to elementary school. I come back, my door open, and the flat screen TV that he saw me and my sister bring in my apartment is gone. Now he was sitting on the porch watching as me and my sister brought the TV in my apartment. And oh, this situation pisses me off every time I think about it. The day of my flat screen TV being taken, my house being broken into, and he took my TV while I was gone taking my daughter to school, he was sitting on the porch with another dude, and he had on all black. And so, that was just so weird. That was so weird to me. Um, I can't stand that person. I want to say that I HATE that person also, because a lot of things that I went through because I was sort of having a relationship with this dude, I didn't have to go through those things if I wasn't involved with him. But he is one of the people who tried to like use me for a place to stay. Asking me, can he come to my house? Uh, and could he sleep on my couch? A lot of times, I would tell him no. I would tell him no because I have to get up in the mornings and I have to take my daughter to school. And you'll be still laying on that couch. And if I ask you to get up and leave, you're going to get mad. You're going to tell me, so what they have to do with me that you have to take your daughter to school. I know that. I'm like, so, but you're not finna come over here every night and spend the night and sleep on my couch because you're not supposed to be doing that. I'm not supposed to be letting you do that. Plus, he was living with his sister. He was going from his sister's house to my house before he finally got his own little apartment. Okay, so the next person who used me for a place to stay was my baby daddy. This man was just really just like try to get me to feel sorry for him all kinds of ways. I keep on saying that I'm gonna bring up the story time about, so I'm not gonna tell that of why I had to go to the doctor while I was pregnant because of him and what he did. But yeah, so I was letting him stay with me on and off, on and off. The longest he ever stayed, well, I remember when he begged me to ask my mom, when my mom was living, if he could stay with us until he get on his feet. Now, and I did, and they agreed to it, but he wasn't going to last living with us for that long because this dude was he actually admitted to me that he was leaving anytime he would get his check from the Bush airport. He would tell me he was going to go out and go shopping and buy uh, get his trees to smoke and just be out and about when he really was with the other baby mama. One time he even tried to he kept on telling me he was going to take this trip to the zoo. stupid me at the time didn't even know that the other baby mama was the one who was gonna take him. He tried to tell me that he was gonna ride the bus downtown to go to the Houston Zoo, but the whole time he was gonna have her come pick him up down the street, and he was really taking his other daughter, which was him and her daughter together, and he spent the whole day with her and gave her some money. They had smashed and everything. He did that twice. He left my house, and when he was supposed to be in a relationship with me, he left my house and went and linked with the other baby mama. So, ooh, that was such a mess. And then he had the audacity. Our daughter was a newborn at the time. She was no more than 3 months old, and he wanted to take her to the zoo in that hot ass sun in summertime in the month of July. And I told him no. He gonna ask me while he was getting dressed at that time, do you have a stroller? I'm like, no. Which I had a stroller, but I hid it because I knew he was gonna try to like argue with me, telling me, "Oh, I'm gonna need the stroller to take the baby." Like, you not getting my stroller, and my daughter is not finna go nowhere near your other baby mama who hate me because you and I have a child together, and because you and I was together. But yeah, he was. I'm gonna say he used me for a place to stay for like maybe I'm gonna say for about maybe 3 years before my mom. I mean, when my mom was alive, he used me for a place to stay, and after she passed, he used me for a place to stay. Um, Even gonna try to play me on the phone with the chick. The same chick that I made a story time about not too long ago, saying how he put her on the phone to address me when he called and asked me, can he come get his clothes so he can bring his clothes to her house. So he's on the phone with her in my house, all lovey dovey. Then he would get done talking to her. Then he was be sitting up here telling me, I really like her. She's a cool chick. Um, he just was telling me that they gonna get together and stuff, and I said, first of all, I know you know, and at this time he was still sleeping with me. So that's when because I really had a problem with the fact that you in my house whispering sweet nothings in my ear, you still sleeping with me, you eating my groceries, you living here, and you on the phone with her in front of my face. How do you expect me to feel about that? He gonna say, if you don't like it, then tell me to leave. But you know I don't have nowhere to go. I'm like, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I told him you do have somewhere to go. He had a brother who would let him be at his house, but his brother had rules and he didn't want to follow his brother's rules. And then but he just didn't want to do right while he was living with me. And every time I would let him come around and stay with me And then he's in my house eating up my groceries and just treating me like nothing. And the third person who used me for a place to stay was the ex I had of 5 years. That dude really used me like a roll of toilet paper. And he would have the audacity to argue with me, provoke and start arguments with me, cuss me out in my house. Then when I would kick him out, he want to text me or call me begging to come back because his relatives didn't want him staying with them. But I've learned from letting dudes that was in my life in the past, just let them stay with me and take advantage. The longest relationship I had and letting the man stay with me was the one I was in relationship was for 5 years. That person was a demon. I'm going to beauty school every day after dropping my daughter off. Going to beauty school every day in tears because he made me cry about something. Just putting me through things and other things that he would do. But lesson learned, and from these experiences that I went through, and letting a man live with me who was really just using me for a place to live, is like, the lesson is, although I've learned from my past and trying to be nice and letting the man stay with me, I'm not gonna do it ever again. No more sorry ass men are allowed to live in my home with me. I don't care if they have to do what Will Smith did in that movie on The Pursuit of Happiness. Go knock on shelter door. I'm not letting any more men live with me because they all just use me for a place to stay. Got them in my house and try to be nice. Then they want to go in my refrigerator and eat my groceries while talking shit to me. While we in an argument. That's another thing that used to irritate the hell out of me. Don't talk shit to me while you eating my groceries. My baby daddy did that to me, and the 2 other dudes did that to me. Like, you gonna really eat my groceries while you talking shit to me and arguing with me? It's crazy. But I'm about to end this video because I have to give me some rest because I didn't really get no sleep last night. Until I post my next video, until then, y'all stay blessed.